Hi guys. Hello, hello. We're doing late night tarot. Hi. Hi guys. All right. So I'm so sorry for the failed last night. I apologize. I apologize right now. I failed last night, but I really wanted to come on and then just, mobile is not the way. Mobile's not the way. So I was like, you know what? We'll do late night tarot tonight. We will redo it. And yeah, we'll just redo late night tarot. So that being said, we're going to start again with Aries. We're going to go back to beginning, Aries to Pisces. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy this. There will be no board anymore since everyone has a problem with the board. I'm just like, why do it if no one appreciates it? We're not doing the board no more. So that being said, we are going to get started with Aries. If I remembered what I said last night, great. I think I remember Aries. I'm going to try to remember what I said because I did feel aligned with what I was saying last night, but it came down to just time not being on my side, I guess. All right, that being said, we are going to get started, okay? So, hi, Marmar. Hello, hello. If you guys are in the chat, let me know your zodiac sign, and we are going to get started, okay? It was weird. I think it just kept taking me out. I guess that's what I get for doing it on my phone. Hi, Bernadette. Hello, hello. We're gonna go through Aries through Pisces in order tonight. I don't know. I haven't been really feeling like doing elements, so I don't know what that's about. I think I start things and then I get over them and then I do it differently. Like I said, I always just change my mind on how I'm gonna do these lives every time. So, but I still want to stick to Aries through Pisces tonight. We are starting off with Aries, love. We're starting off with Aries, okay? So it'll be my Aries starting. If we have any Aries in the chat, let me know. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Marmar. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to start with Aries. Aries, I think I mentioned for you that you are in a situation right now where I feel like you're kind of wanting to be lone wolf. You want to be a lone wolf. I feel that in social dynamics, you're just not in the mood. Oh, it came out just like it did last night. I remember you guys, you had the 3 of Wands. So let's see. Wow. It really is repeating from last night. Hi, one in a milli. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. That's crazy. I love when things tend to repeat. Wow. I'm shocked that the same cards came out from yesterday. Okay. So I do feel like you're exploring maybe going on a trip soon. And I also feel here like you want to expand your horizons outside of what is familiar or what you know. It's like to do something different, you got to get something different. And so you are seeking different opportunities, or what you wanted may not be what you want anymore, right? With the Hermit card in here in reverse, it's almost saying like you've been stuck too long in your house. Okay, it's time to get out. You're isolating yourself, but maybe to a detriment here. So, and I think you might be realizing it like, all right, I need to get out a little bit more. I need to meet new people, or I need new friends, or I just need a new social situation or a new hobby. I feel here there is somebody you're talking to that could be taking up all your time. This could be romantic. We will get into love. This is just the general portion here. I do think there's somebody new you're talking to. You're very sexually attracted to them, or just attracted in general. Hi, Debbie. Hi, hi. So I do think there's somebody new here that you're talking to, very attracted to. There's one person that it's the only person you really want to spend your time with, and everyone may be like, why don't you hang out with us? Why don't you want to hang out with us anymore? And it's just like, because there's something competitive about the nature. It's like, yeah, you wish me well, or oh yeah, you say nice things to my face, but when the doors are shut, like I'm hearing things in the background. So there's something here where it's like you might be hearing things through the grapevine, and now it's like you've been so weary for a little bit. And I think I said this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Aries, that one thing that's going to be changing for you for the next couple months is who's really got your back, who's really by your side. And so I think you're already been thinking that and moving quieter, making moves quieter, being quiet and seeing who's really there for you, who really cares, things like that. I just don't think it's even if it's not a big deal or you're pushing it down like it's not a big deal, it's just not a place you want to be a part of. Like you don't like seeing me win, and that's just what it is. You don't want to see me win. Right? You don't want to see me win. So like I just kind of want to distance myself. Yeah. So that could be something here. Work situations could be very stressful right now. I feel like the workplace is toxic, actually, as I'm looking at this. The devil, the hermit, like you don't even want to be around the circle that always talks to one another. I like this, though. You're sitting here with the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is saying, you are seeing your sight to move forward. You know the direction you want to move in, okay? Because you don't want to stay where you are. So you're looking at the situation and being like, I don't like how people are manipulating things. I don't like what people are saying. I don't think they're true. This could be about others. It may not even be about you, but it's not about whether they're saying is true or not. It's just not what I want to be a part of. So here with the World card, you're changing the chapter. And some may think you're being selfish, but I think you're protecting your energy. Page of Pentacles. You're learning to trust yourself and trust your energy and not keep doing. I feel like you're almost changing up your energy this whole year, Aries. I've been feeling a very grounded approach, grounded approach, not trying to be chaotic, not trying to do things out of impulse. And I feel like you've had a really great year because you've been changing your energy out of not acting out of impulse. So there is something coming in here with the Page of Pentacles where you're learning how to stand still and not act in the same way that you've used to. So get your energy changing up overall. Okay, let's see here. Let's get into love. If you guys are coming in, let me know your zodiac sign. Oh, you're a Taurus. I love that. Did you have a good birthday? No, I'm not answering personal questions. You want to receive more from your partner? I feel like you're in a state where if you are in a relationship or you are dating someone, it could be getting to the neutral point, and that could be making you fearful. Like that neutral point where everything's just fine and it's kind of missing that spark. It's not missing a spark. How do I say it? It's mellowing out, and you may be enjoying always a chase. And so the need for wanting chase, but actually you've been wanting peace is something that you have to change your mind about. And I think you're aware of this. So you're trying not to make any false or like, I'm burned out, or I'm losing feelings, like making an assumption on how you feel about a partner or a person you're dating or you like. Okay. You could be healing from toxic patterns or toxic wounds. Here, as I'm seeing the Three of Swords in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles is kind of giving like an obsessiveness about healing and being stressed with like, will I ever heal from my past relationships or past situations? Eight of Swords here, overthinking things. But with the Four of Wands, I actually see you enjoying your time with your partner. It's what you believe in silence versus what actually is occurring in the relationship. Like outside of the relationship, you could kind of be going through an isolating time. And the only time you enjoy your time is when you're with this person you're talking to or someone you're dating. And so it's not a bad thing, but it is something you're cautious or weary of. Anything else here for Aries dating? Ooh, yeah, I feel like intimacy is going to be getting better too, or the closeness between you two is going to be merging. If you're single, you could be encountering somebody brand new, like a crush or someone you've never met before. And okay, you could have had a situation, Aries, where you met someone by chance and you've been silent about your attraction for this person, Aries, but like you met this person by chance or you came across them not really knowing how you felt or what would occur, but you've been silently wanting to reach out to someone or talk to someone here, waiting or very eager to talk to someone and almost feeling impatient to reach out if you're single. Yes, you're addicted to them. Okay. But you could be having work be your priority, so it's like a missing from afar and you're stressed out about that because you may be wanting to get close to someone, but your work is your priority. Also, like someone from your like past could be spreading gossip about you and you're getting the clarity or the truth about that. I keep getting something like someone's talking about you and you're staying silent. And I think that's where maybe the talking about where did Aries go created more talk or something of that nature. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I kind of want a little bit more on this missing energy. Is it you or is it them? Someone's being silent about how they miss you. But I also feel that there's an Aries out there who wants to talk to someone. Like I'm getting so many different messages. I'm getting messages for people who are dating. I'm getting messages for people who are single. So I feel like, yeah, the Moon card here. You could be having anxiety and wanting just to move away from people because you need to isolate yourself. That keeps being the key theme here. You want to stay to yourself and find your happiness and not find that outside of others. Like you're very independent at this time, but that's where you want to be. You want to be focusing on your money, your happiness. You want to have fun. You don't want to be around people where you're constantly like walking on eggshells. That's not fun. I don't want that. Like shit, I could just hang out by myself, meet strangers, go to there's so many different ways to meet people. Like why am I confined to just knowing who I know? Which I like this energy. It gives like a very free energy. You're not tied to staying in something just because you built bonds. Fuck the bonds. Like it's not a bond anymore if you're talking about me. Is it? No. So I'm getting you over it. I'm over it. Oh, maybe you're a little annoyed too. Someone could have been using you too, like trying to get one up at work and trying to get through you to get one to make more money. And now that you're being silent and they're like trying to reach out to you, telling you they miss you, but you're not going to respond. I don't think you like the way somebody did something. I don't know. Something's like low key, very low key annoying you, but you're trying to focus on other things. I think I tell you your biggest gift is not overthinking Aries. I've met a lot of Aries and even when they are overthinking, they are like, move on from it. I don't want to stay in this energy. They're really great. They're one of my favorite people to be around if I don't want to think about something. Just be around an Aries because they'll get too annoyed with you, and then you won't do that because they'll be like, "Get out of my face." But I appreciate that because it's like sometimes I need someone to tell me, "Hey, don't do that." It's nice. It's not a bad thing. It's a gift. That being said, I'm seeing Capricorn here, Pisces, Capricorn energy. Yeah, you're really focused on your money, or especially earth signs, Virgo, Taurus. Maybe you have very earthy placements here. I would suggest if you do watch your sign, other signs here. I'm getting like you're just very grounded. Every time I click into you guys, you give such grounded energy for an Aries. All right, moving on to the next sign, we're going to be doing Taurus. Do I still have my Tauruses in the chat? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, hi Ty. Okay, let's do Taurus. This is going to be general, and then we'll get into, I'm going to switch decks now. I'm going to get into general, and then I'll go into love. Taurus, let's say 1640. Oh, it's kind of similar. I keep getting similar energies from yesterday, but that's good. That's good. Okay, so overall, Taurus, I feel that you've been going through a sadness here that you've been trying to fight. Maybe you've gone through a sense of loneliness or depression or just some disappointments here and been trying to ride that wave out. You could be feeling like tightness in your chest sometimes too, just out of maybe like a little bit of an anxiety. But I do see times changing for you, but you're getting bored. You're like, okay, but when does it change? When does it change? So there is giving that energy of like, okay, I'm looking for the change. Where is it? Like I keep hearing my time's about to change, but yet it's feeling pretty the same, Nina. It's feeling the same every day. And I said this to you yesterday, then do something different when you don't go to the Starbucks every day or through the drive-through. Go inside the Starbucks, don't go eat at the same places you always eat. Don't go to the same bars you always go to. If you want something different, do something different. There's clarity here that that it starts. I feel like you've judged the situation, and I think you're almost tired of, I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but you're kind of like tired of yourself in a sense because there's an inner frustration sometimes even within you because there's clarity. I'm ready for things to change in my life. Okay, yeah, but then apathy comes over or a sense of withdrawn boredom comes over, and I'm clear that I'm just like in Jumanji, when the drums are beating, it's kind of like an internal drumming going on where it's like dun, 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 and it's like you're like bracing yourself for like something exciting and on the edge and passionate, and maybe you're wanting a new experience in love, something fiery, something romantic, something to sweep you off your feet. I feel like you just want to let your hair down and go a little wild here. Yes, Ty? Okay, yes. So I'm just saying, let your hair down then. Go out. Go somewhere different, even if it's 2 hours away. You don't like the same locations you've been in. I hear that. You're not attracted to the people you're attracted to in your vicinity. I hear that. But like to get something different, again, you got to do something different towards. And you do know this because you're sitting here as the King of Swords. So there's a full awareness here. Yes, it's me. That that I know I'm ready to be open to new love and I'm ready to do something different. It should feel exciting to you. So let's get into love because I feel like that's what you want to know about. What's coming in love for Taurus? Ooh, Two of Cups. Okay. We have Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, new communication coming in. But you need a new perspective, and that could be a limitation that's keeping you stuck. Is maybe there's something a little bit more rigid about you. Like there's, I don't want to say you're rigid, but there's something where you're also keeping the same. It's like, yes, I'm talking to new people and I'm open to love and I want a connection, but the view of how you're thinking about it may need a little bit more balance. Okay. But again, with the wheel here twice, I feel like this is a very lucky time coming for you. So I would put yourself out there because I think you're going to really like who you talk to. You could be talking to a Pisces or a Libra moving forward, but I see romance here. I see romance coming in for you. I feel like I'm hearing hanging on, like you're hanging on still to something else, but you really do got to let whatever you're hanging on to go. Okay? Go. With the Queen of Wands, you are very attractive at this time and highly desired. So this is a great, I don't know, I just feel like it's a really great time for you to put yourself out there right now with the Queen of Wands being here. If someone may come in and be sexual way too fast, but you get to, you get to lead. Okay. You get to decide yes or no. So here with the King of Chalices, I do see you needing to be the one to keep the tension. Like, okay, here. So I do see something like that. Like, all right, but like calm down a little bit. Like, you may need to watch yourself with someone trying to come on too fast, where it's like, yeah, we ain't doing all that. Hold up. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that from you, but I'm like, all right, well, I mean, that's good to know. I'm glad you're so attracted to me, but then court me or something. Like, do it the right way. You know what you want. So, hi, Jay. Hello, hello. Yep, communicate and spread your wings. Communicate with new people and spread your wings. But remember to have your boundaries. Don't just, I know you want something exciting and fun, but it doesn't mean let go of your boundaries. Now, your boundaries, again, and this is not just to tell you, to tell you what to do, because I'm not, but your boundaries are for yourself. What are you comfortable doing? What you're not comfortable doing? Not saying, I'm not going to do this. And you're not going to tell them. You're going to set the tone, Taurus. You don't need to tell them because you'll be like, not tonight, or no, thank you. No, you don't need to say, well, not until 3 months. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Have your boundaries, but like, just display them. Don't tell them. Expand. I think you're going to be dating outside what you normally date. Okay, maybe you date the nerd. Maybe you date the person who, you never date. That's fine. Get something different to do something different. I feel like that's just the whole line for Taurus. Do something different. Like, I can't keep saying it enough. Go out there. Be free. Know your limits for yourself and expand your mind. All right? That's what I have for you. I do. I love the nerds. Go for the nerds. I like the shy ones, though. Like the super shy. Like, be super shy. Don't be like the outgoing one. I want the super shy one. All right. Could be going with the Aries, Scorpio. I'm getting water and air for the most part. Libra, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio. Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces. Especially in summer, things are going to get hot. I feel that. You might have been waiting, I'll just wait until the summer. So there could be something like that when you go on vacation or something, all right? All right, moving on to Gemini. Ooh, Sagittarius. Okay. That's definitely a great one to have fun with. Hi, Regina. All right. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what we got going on for you. Generally speaking, what do we got going on for Geminis? $26.50, Geminis. Okay, I lied. Can you make Gemini 28 minutes? Can you make Gemini 28 minutes? Hi, Capricorn. We're doing Capricorn a little bit later because we're at Gemini right now. So you could watch for your Sun, Moon, and Rising or wait, Cho, but Capricorn's a little farther down. Okay. When it comes to moving forward, I feel that you are moving on from any arguments or ways that you've compromised, Gemini. And I feel that with the Page of Swords being here, you are starting to form new ideas on the way that you communicate. There could be a feeling of that you've been isolating yourself for so long, possibly in social situations or work situations due to I really do feel this is due to previous things that you've had, because here with the Five of Swords in reverse is talking about past resentment and you recognizing that yes, you're isolating yourself, or yes, you are paralyzed. With the Hermit card here, sometimes you're like paralyzed and restricting yourself to work past it because it's still a trigger of a way that you were lied on or someone cheated you or schemed against you, right, Gemini? And so I feel here that there's still fears around that sometimes. I don't think people talk about work trauma. They always talk about family, relationships, but there is such thing as work trauma too. And, like ways people did you dirty at work where it almost feels like you're back in like a school setting where there's bullies and things like that. Like work can be awful, awful. And I think some of you actually did have a really terrible time in a work situation. And it's showing here that now there's a situation coming in where there is success, there are rewards from you, there are rewards for you. But sometimes when we feel like, oh, we're at the pinnacle or we're doing well in work, our survival mode kicks in. And if you've been let go or you had a situation on a job that wasn't great, then something in the back of your mind is starting to tick 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 tick, like you got to watch for the next thing, because oh, it can't be this good. And that's a limiting belief that you need to kind of simmer down with if you're starting to feel like, oh, I got to watch out in my work situations, because that could be your own mind playing that trick. Now, if you've heard through the grapevine people talking, okay, valid. But if you haven't been hearing anything, then I think that maybe again it's just a resentment or a situation where it was really hurtful to you and you need to reconcile those hurts. But I see you working past them here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, which I really like because it's showing here, showing maybe even a support system here and giving you a new financial opportunity and new doors opening up for you financially. And I really like the way this looks because you go from an Ace of Pentacles to a Six of Pentacles to an Eight of Pentacles. So this is showing a time where people are being generous with you. Maybe you're getting a raise here. Okay. This could be that your skills are developing and people are seeing you shine and wanting to reward you for the efforts you put. So overall, Gemini, work is looking really good and you could be getting an upgrade or a job shift or a change, or your money could just be looking good. You could be getting money from a woman in particular, or a woman who's a boss. Maybe she's a Cancer or a water sign. But I feel like someone here is here to support you and show you like, no, you're doing good work. And you may be like, well, can I trust this? Like, why are you trying to help me? You may be side-eyeing it. Like, why are you trying to help me? So I think someone just sees that you are someone that they would like to have on their side. And when you see someone who's capable and adaptable, which you are, then those are the kind of people want to have on their team or have work for them. So you have qualities that are desired. Okay. So believe when someone's giving you their hand, it's a good shake. I feel like you're kind of like, I don't know. But I feel like it is. I want to say that. Let's get into love because I'm not getting love here. Don't isolate yourself at this time. It's a great time to be. I feel like you want to be antisocial, but it might be a great time for you to put yourself out there. Could be a Cancer or a Virgo here, Gemini. You love Geminis and you're a Scorpio? Okay. I do find Geminis and Scorpios end up blending somehow, some way. And I'm like, interesting. I'm not sure how that happens, but I'm happy for you guys if you like them. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on for Geminis in love? Hi, yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I mean, is technology my best suit? No, but we're working on it. Thank you, Regina, for the heart gesture. I really appreciate that. And the roses. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. If we could get the likes up to 5K, I would be so happy. Okay, I feel like something like this showed up yesterday. Overall, your energy is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So I think you're feeling very stabilized in your home. You like staying at home. You like working and calling it a day, work, home. Hi, Marlene. It's been a minute. It's nice to see you. Yes, it is. Thanks, Marmar. So, with the Queen of Pentacles being here, I really do feel that you are trying to cultivate a life that is just more relaxed, and you want to be at ease, and you just want things to happen in the natural way it's meant to. So with the Hangman, though, there's a new perspective coming in on not rushing a moment and staying more present in the moment. With the Hierophant here, you may have views that other people don't have, and it's learning how to be okay when you don't maybe fit in, and that you can not necessarily. Did you guys see that card? It's a bad card. Did you see it? These are dirty cards here. You may be dealing with someone here where it's an unconventional relationship. It's not the way that you would have wanted love or have love, but it works for you. And with the Queen of Swords being in reversed, there is a lack of someone. I feel like you don't want to talk to someone right now. I think you're happy with where you are, and to talk to this person would complicate you or complicate your own inner peace. I think there's someone that you are attracted to, but I don't trust it, because when the Queen of Swords is in reverse, I don't trust that. Right? You don't trust that. You also could be having more than one option here. I just don't think you think it's going to be successful, and you're trusting yourself that it won't, and that it needs to end because you want a relationship. Some of you want a relationship, and dealing with this side thing, this side piece, or this situation. Some of them could be. I think it's just they're not going to commit in the ways you would like your relationships to turn out. And so here with the Seven of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel, I think you're trusting that what you want will find you, but you also have to let go of that piece that's no longer fitting the puzzle. Okay, it's no longer fitting the puzzle of what you desire. And so with the Ten of Wands here, I think you're done thinking that this could be a relationship or that it would be. And with the Hierophant in reverse, it's not a conventional thing you have. And I think you're just wanting something actually a little bit more practical and realistic. And so you're kind of waiting for things to play out and change. So I don't really feel like there's anything that's really piquing your interest, if I'm being 100% honest right now, Gemini. And I think you're determined to find what you're looking for, even if you gotta wait for it. It's better than staying in something that won't lead you down the path you want to be on. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aries, a Pisces, a Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn. There is a new opportunity coming, but it's hard for you because you're in a transition place. So you're in a transition moment is what it's giving me. And then I'm also seeing Virgo again with the work situation and Cancer, okay? All right, so that is what I have for you. Moving on. Who's next? Why am I blanking every time? Cancer. Cancer. Sorry. All right, Cancer. Let's see. I'm going to tell you the timestamp when I'm about to read for it because me shuffling isn't needed to be seen. Ooh, this does remind me of yesterday's. I remember Cancer's. Cancer's was very specific. Ooh, Cancers. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Cancer. It's saying right now that you are dealing with a disappointment with the Knight of Cups. Could even be you've been finding something out with the Page of Swords, and you've been trying to avoid something, but I feel like it's unavoidable at this point. Hi, D. Hello. Yeah, sometimes with that Knight of Cups, that Piscean energy, it's like an escapist, trying to escape from it because you don't want to emotionally feel the pain of it. But I feel that there's something here that's just extremely hurtful, and you're realizing maybe what you've desired or wanted is not realistic. And so with the Page of Swords, there's a new idea coming in, or a new way of looking at things. And so with the Hangman being here, I do feel that you've looked at something for more information because things haven't been adding up, and you might have been sacrificing too much and you just need to give up. It's like trying and trying and trying. And so I think letting it go and just dealing with the disappointment is a part of the change or the ending needed. I think it's giving the song by Alicia Keys that I'm hearing, like, I'm nothing if I don't have you. Some people want it all, some just want nothing at all. But I wouldn't have nothing if, I don't know if I'm saying the lyrics right, but it's giving that, like, I don't know where my direction is because you're supposed to be in that direction. So where do I go if you're not in it? And so there's a fear there of not really seeing your life without someone, you don't see your life without someone, but you just feel like there's this transition or this ending. And it's either we're going into this new cycle together or it's over. And you're really not wanting to confront that truth or that next part of your life. Let me see what this is about. Because some of you it's romantic and some of you it's just something in general's got to go. Yeah, so you have been spying or checking out someone's social media and feeling mixed emotions about it. Whoever you're like stalking, or you're stalking someone here in Cancer, and whoever you're stalking, it's messing you up because you keep spying on them. And the more that you're spying on them, the more obsessed you're getting and you're clinging on to them. I don't know what this is, but it's like you're chasing. You're chasing a fantasy. You're chasing a fantasy here. So there's the need to like let go. Like it's like you want to open up to someone or something. Like kind of like look. Yeah, you are chasing something here. You're chasing to see if it's worth opening up emotionally and exploring. And you're trying to find a sense of safety with it, but it keeps slipping from your hands. I don't know if this is it feels like it's a person. Yeah, Dee, it kind of was like the message from last night, very similar. Let's get into love, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is kind of towards the love reading. Now, you could say it's someone towards you, and you can swap it, but I am getting that it's you. But let's see what's happening in love for my Cancers. You've been working, so there is an option here in love, and you've been trying really hard to invest your time and invest your energy and see it pay off. Your diligence will pay off over time. But with the Ten of Wands here, I feel like there's a needing to lighten your load, needing to take the control away, needing to release a little bit. And with the Magician, change your energy or change the dynamic, or the dynamic needs to change. I feel like you want to take your control back by ending it with this person and making a firm decision that you're done, because you need to make a difficult decision. I feel like there's a new opportunity, but it requires you to be a little bit more independent. Yeah, you need to cut out someone or something out of your life that's just not, it's not going to work. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse and a 3 of Pentacles upright. Like, someone here is not putting in this equal effort. So yeah, I feel like there's a problem, and if you try to invest in this, it's going to get a little worse that before it gets better. Okay. I just don't think this person's really meeting the standards of what you truly desire. All right, so that's what I see here for you, Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Gemini. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, Taurus. For such a dominant energy, it doesn't feel that way at all. And so that's really interesting, right? Like, this person actually is a dominant person, but with you, they act very flase, or something like that. Like, they act very passive for someone who has such a masculine energy. whether it's woman or male. With you, they're not as dominant, which is a sign of that they would do that, but they don't do that. So you end up controlling more. Like, I feel like it's a very controlling energy surrounding you. Like, you're the one chasing, you're the one pursuing. Too much. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces. Yeah. Sorry, that one was a little bit of a downer, but it's someone's message. All right, moving on to Leo. Leo, it's your turn. All right, let me shuffle and then Leo rising. I'm gonna tell you when I'm ready to speak, because I'm just gonna be shuffling for a second. You know what I'm going to say, right, Leo? Because I said it last night, almost. No, this is different. Last night's was wild. I was like, oh, this message is crazy. But it's similar to what I've been saying for a while now. Fixed energy. Oof. Wow, this is the same shit. I can't wait till we're past Leo, because I think I stopped midway at Virgo. So I'm not, like, this is so similar to last night. All right. Leo, it really is the same shit on a different day. Like, I can't make it up. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. I think there's someone here that you really do care for or like, maybe in a friendship group or in a circle. You could be meeting somebody at a wedding, or maybe you're sharing company with in a group setting, and you meet somebody that you really like. Oh, right. 5240. Let's go 5240. Sorry, Debbie. And so I do think there's someone in an inner circle that you are attracted to, or someone's attracted to you and has been trying to hit at you or give you like a romantic offer of sorts, and you have not been taking it, Leo. Okay, you have not been interested. You've been like, it's whatever. Like, I don't know why you're about it, but you're not going for it. Or maybe there's a part of you that's like, well, I do feel an attraction towards them, or I do like them, but I don't have the energy to go for it or to invest in it. And you are frustrated because you're like, why? Like, it's not like this person's not attractive, or, I don't really have the answer as to why I'm not doing it. I don't really want to be vulnerable. I don't want to put myself out there. Is it that? You don't want to be the first one, but they don't want to be the first one? I don't know what the hell this is. But it's like you're restricting yourself, or you're feeling bound to your responsibilities. Like, I've got my responsibilities. I really don't have time for a relationship. Like you talk to yourself about all the reasons why you can't. But some of you are also upset in the same right that you don't take the responsibility for changing. You may want love, but you're not really doing anything to change it. And then you plague yourself in all the reasons why you can't, because of all your responsibilities and all the things you have. So I just can't. It's not a good time right now. Hi, Joel. Hello. So I feel that with the Strength card, that being you, just being patient, when it's the right time, it'll be there for me. And you're trying to learn how to maybe embrace your passionate side, or maybe do something different, or get excited and maybe do something more passionate and quick and unexpected. And you're learning maybe how to do that more. Okay. But then you fight yourself on that. I don't know if I should, or I don't know if I want to do that. I don't, you're like weighing pros and cons, and then you just, nah. With the Page of Swords here, you keep wanting to know about somebody or learning about them. You're trying to learn as much as you can, or you are interested in them. People are chirping in your ear too. Is that it? You have people chirping in your ear that just cause headaches? Like, if this is someone in your friend circle, in your community, people keep chirping, oh, they like you, they like you. Like, it puts more pressure on you to want to even do anything about it. You're like, chill. Stop making it hot. It's like, relax. Like, that's not cool, guys. Stop. So that could be another thing. You have people in your ear that are making it a bigger problem or a bigger deal than it needs to be, when you guys haven't even gotten to that point or really talked about things that seriously. What do you say? I have a curiosity about someone. I don't know if it's their smile or their face, but I know 100% I shouldn't. Okay. Well, there you go. But with the Star card here, why are you so inspired by this person? Why are you so attracted to them? It's like you just want to know as much as you can about them. Like you still are very intrigued by this person. Could be a Sagittarius, Aquarius, Aries, or Pisces, Leo like yourself. So this is love, but we'll go deeper here. There's something about her or something about him. Oh, so far away. I'm not getting that. That's not for you. We have a Four of Pentacles here. So it's saying that there's a desire to have the control and not make a move on the desire. It's like you do have a desire, but the Chariot card is like, I'm going to restrain myself or hold myself, the Emperor, because you want the control. Or maybe you feel like the responsibility relies on you and it's too much responsibility with what you already have going on in your life. With the World card being here, you want something to change. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it could be an improvement in your own health, whether it's emotional or physical. And I feel that is helping you with the Nine of Pentacles to feel more confident in changing this situation or changing your outlook on it, and that things can change. When you believe it can change, Leo. Well, why do people think this person's arrogant, Marmar? The Wheel. I think you're changing your perspective. And with the Wheel, it may just be a better, fortunate time for you, whether that's within your health, spiritually, mentally. It just feels like it's getting better. And so I feel like with the Three of Wands and upright and the Six of Pentacles, it's something to explore and worth giving it a shot, I feel, with the Six of Pentacles and the Star card. But your mind, I just feel that you're not there yet to make the move, but you're starting to get interested by asking questions, okay? So, good. I'm glad that you're moving out of that. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, an Aries, a Cancer, a Leo, an Aquarius, a Pisces, an Aries. Sagittarius, I think I said. Yeah. All right. That was for Aries. Leo. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. All right. Well, you're saying people say it, but why do they say that? They don't just say it just to say it. All right. Moving on to, who's next? Virgo. I keep forgetting. Like, who's that? Who's next? Out of sight, out of mind. All right, Virgo. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Debbie. I'm focused. I just keep forgetting who's next every time. Ooh. 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 Okay, Virgo. What is this? Okay. Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay, Virgo, you getting a romantic offer to go out on a date? Are you going on a date, Virgo? Are you going on a date? Four of Wands, Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to go out with you. With the Ace of Cups, there is an offer for a new beginning at love. This may have taken time from someone here with the Temperance card to the King of Wands. So someone's maybe been holding back but wants to approach you because I feel like they've been wanting to go out with you or ask you out for quite some time, but deciding if they should really place their time and energy with you there, Virgo. So someone's been looking at you and been thinking, should I go for it? Should I go towards Virgo? Is it worth the investment of my time and energy? Yes, it makes me happy. Or yes, I'm very attracted. So this person could have been unsure if you were the right person to go towards, or if I should take my shot. Virgo, if you're like, no, that's not, then maybe someone is going to take their shot at you. But yeah, that's what it's giving. King of Wands, the Sun. This is also something about yourself. All right. Focus where your happiness is. Focus on where your love is. This is a great time for you to go out and be social. If you're like, I've been actually kind of feeling the opposite. No. No. Go out. Go out. I know that you're apprehensive about that, but when you chase things that make you happy, then maybe your viewpoint on the world will change. But, if you stay doing the same things, you won't get different outcomes. So, yeah, I do see someone romantic coming in, possibly a Leo, a Sagittarius, or a Pisces here. Tell me more. So this is all love. That's what's coming out. I feel that if something has been taking its time here, someone's been learning you, Virgo, or okay, I'm going to hide it because it's a dirty card. But if you can kind of see he's been watching her, or watching the person to try to figure out what is the cup to get her to drink. So this person's been watching you or been looking at you here. I feel like you've gone out with this person before. I want to say you've gone out with them, or yes, maybe. But it's kind of giving this energy of I want you to enjoy yourself. So this person coming in may be someone who's very giving or wants to kind of give you more. I feel like this person's very seducing. So good luck, Virgo. But with the King of Wands here out twice, this person's just been nonstop thinking of you. Holy crap. They have a desire. What is this desire? A burning desire here, Virgo. What is this? What is this, Virgo? A burning desire. Someone here may be wanting to take advantage of you with the Magician card in reverse. I don't like that. Oh, my cards were reversed. Hold on. Hold on. My cards weren't upright. Hold on. Let me redo that. Okay, redo it. There we go. All right, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Now, someone wants to work it out with you. Somebody here wants to work together, trying to build on something. They've been taking their time. Maybe they've been trying to take their time to seduce you or to come out and say that they like you. With the 2 of Chalices being here, someone's romantically attracted to you. Knight of Swords. And they want to tell you that. And that they want to work on things with you. I'm getting somebody who's like Hierophant. Okay, somebody here wants like a serious commitment. Wow, Queen of Cups. Okay, someone's going to open up to you, Virgo, and tell you exactly what they want. Exactly what they want. This is not someone holding back here. Okay, this is someone who's just going to be very expressive, showing you consistency, showing you that they want to work it out with you. This is someone here who's very emotional too. Like expressive with their feelings. Very expressive with their feelings. And desires you and wants to work on something with you. Okay, that's what I've got, Virgo. I mean, I don't need to say anything else. I've got the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the King of Wands. I mean, this is really great energy. So you have someone... I like that they're showing up for you. One, like this with the Pentacle and Wand energy, it's showing up. But when it comes to the relationship, there will be a talk and wanting to open up emotionally. Okay? Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. You know, you never know who it is. It doesn't have to be that person. And even if, you know, for you, Debbie, that may not be your story because, you know, you already know you're not going to allow that person back in that way. So I don't think it's that person, but it could be someone here who's been watching you, or, you know, maybe someone in your local community or someone that you spent time with. May not be the person you think it is. So allow new opportunities to unfold with the Ace of Cups. Okay, just because you're not looking at them doesn't mean someone's not looking at you. But you got to be open to those possibilities. Okay. Again, we have Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. All right. Next, we have Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I mean, I don't know. It's for some Virgo out there. It's not going to be for every Virgo, but 1 Virgo, 2 Virgos, 3 Virgos are getting, I mean, probably more than 3 Virgos. A lot of Virgos are getting new love, okay? And exploring that. And I feel like this is someone that you've been manifesting or desiring, like this kind of attribute of like, this person will bring you peace. This person will bring you emotional security. But it's not just that, because there's a lot of consistency and effort put in and a consistent checking in to tell you about what they feel about you so that you know where you stand and you're not guessing. Okay. Moving on towards Libra. That's not about... That's for every Virgo out there. It's a collective read. Remind yourselves that. All right, moving on to Libra. Thank you, Marmar. Thank you. All right, Libras, let's see what we got going on generally, and then we'll get into love. Some of you guys have, it's just gone right into it. So if it does, it does, but we'll see. Let's do 1 hour, 11 minutes, 10 seconds. I feel someone here, Libra, is very protective, or you are very protective of yourself at this time. I feel like you're focused on your security, on your well-being, emotionally and physical well-being, and you've been keeping quiet and healing. And I feel that here from the Hermit card to the King of Wands, that you're ready to take more authority in your life and step up and tell people no more. Like, I feel like you're telling people, a lot of people, no. The answer is no. And it's to protect yourself from over stressing yourself or burdening yourself and doing things that, really were never for you, but were for others. And do I really need to add this onto my plate? And thinking that before you just hop in and say yes. So it's giving a sense of saying no more, and also being guarded towards others that you feel there's really no compatibility with. And sometimes you've given people the benefit of the doubt when you knew something about this isn't effortless or easy, and I'm going to have to put work towards it, instead of just being like, yeah, not my person, not my situation. I'm not going to do that. Instead of feeling like, well, FOMO or something like that, or, well, let me give them the benefit of the doubt. I like them during this time or that time, but overall, not that much. It's like, no, you just don't like that person that much. It's okay. So it's kind of giving that, like, you have a right to protect yourself. And it's also feeling like having to do things like you feel like you've had to learn the lessons the hard way, to the point where now you don't have to do things the hard way. So in the end, it's working out for you. I also feel that there could be someone outside of you not exposing how they feel about you, Libra, and hiding it because they feel that you're very protective right now and you've isolated yourself. And there's almost like an intimidation, like you intimidate someone, even though I feel like on your end, you're like, I'm not intimidating. But to someone else, they could just be very attracted to you and they find you intimidating just off the way you look or something like that. And so someone thinks that if they tried with you, you'd say no. So I'm also getting an energy like that for you as well. Also, side note, there could be a situation where with your friends where it's like, well, I want to spend time with you, but I don't really like your other friends. So I don't really want to hang out as much, because every time you want to hang out with me, you want your friends to come. And I don't, I love you, but I don't love your friends. So that could be a small note to someone. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's coming out again. Someone's been very attracted to your energy, Libra, with the Star and the Sun card. So I feel that someone naturally is drawn to you just by the way you show up. Someone's captivated by you. But with the Hermit card being here, they're quiet about it. Like they're watching you, Libra, but they're not expressing how they feel. That they keep dreaming about you heavily, or desiring you, or fantasizing you heavily. Here with the Knight of Wands in reverse, almost to the point where they're getting impatient because they just are like, I'm hearing that song by Gwen Stefani, and it's going tick tock, what you waiting for? So it's giving that, like, what are you waiting for? Tick tock, what are you waiting for, Libra? What are you waiting for? Or this person is. You can take it vice versa, but I feel like it's this person. Here with the Two of Wands, they keep wanting to explore the idea of it. And with the Six of Swords, they might have had to get over something else, or transition, or there could be distance in the way of you two at the moment. And tick tock, like I'm waiting for us to reunite here. And they overly think about you. They just want to start their next cycle with you. Ten of Pentacles, the Fool card. Are you two going to move in together? Or someone's wanting to move to feeling secure with you and start a new journey with you. Like, I think someone's anticipating being together, because sometimes with that Two of Wands, it's an anticipation. Like, I can't wait for you to get here. I can't wait to see you again. Right? So that I'm getting that, like, can't wait to see you again. Temperance, but it's taking time to be with one another or get together. This person's worth investing in. You could just feel like this person just understands you in ways that others just don't. But I do see you uniting with someone here, or being with someone. And yeah, they could just be stressing out. I'm getting someone else is stressed out over you. Any final messages here about this person for Libra? Yes, someone is feeling blocked emotionally, or confused about the way they feel about you. And again, they could be hiding here with the Hermit card and feeling like left out, or feeling like, oh, have I missed my opportunity here? But intuitively, maybe you're aware, or there's an inner knowing that this person wants you. Okay, so that's for Libra. I think you know that this person likes you more, or wants you, even if they're staying away. All right. Signs you could be dealing with, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be a new cycle between you two. Virgo, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Leo. I feel like the cards are kind of repeated. And Cancer. All right, moving on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpios. Let's see what's going to come out for you here. Yeah, when I'm done shuffling. Ooh, commitments on your mind, or relationship. I think you're over a relationship. There's a relationship you're done with. You're not going back. I'm never going back, never going back, never going back. Nope, it's done. That's decided. That relationship's over. And you've cleared it up with the justice card. And now you are moving on, but you're having a hard time moving on to your next partner when it comes to love. I just feel that there's a desire, especially maybe, it's been a minute sexually, and you're feeling like, all right, I think I'm ready to explore some options here. It's getting a little boring. And so but you're still defensive. You're not fully ready to like even want to explore that. Like, what if it's bad? And then I get even more like, what a waste of time. So there's something like this happening where that you have to take responsibility for the move itself, or to move in the direction you want to go in. And I think you're fully present and aware that there's a direction you want to move in, and you're excited to just like push everything else out and move forward. And I think with the Eight of Wands to that Hangman, you're speaking a new perspective, or you're changing your perspective, and you're going to start putting yourself out there more and talking, even if you get sad at first. Like, well, whenever you're starting a new thing, there's always that feeling of nervousness or a shy, scared energy. But with the Six of Wands, it turns out it'll be successful because you're determined to move forward. But it is depending on the time and energy you put forward towards opening yourself up. So I see things changing for you, but it's been something on your mind heavily. So you could be dealing with a Pisces here. We're going to get into love. Yours was really quick, to the point. Leo, Libra. Wow, super fast. You're like, don't waste time. I won't waste your time, Nina. I'm just getting at Taurus. And then we're going to get into more love, because that's a love reading, or just like a life change. Like knowing that gaps need to be bridged, and you got to walk those lines, even if you're uncomfortable doing it. Okay. Oh, time. It was probably 120. Probably 120 ish. Sorry, I forgot. You're right. I wasn't looking at the chat. My bad. All right, let's see what's happening for Scorpios in love, with love. Scorpio collective with love. I feel like you're letting go of looking at the way that you view relationships here, and finding a way to forgive, understand, and move forward here with the Six of Pentacles, and give and persevere past the endings, and try to just have a little bit more fun here with the Three of Cups. I think for you, I don't necessarily need something committed right now. I just kind of want to go out and have fun. Maybe make out with someone at a bar, I mean, I'm going home with them, maybe for some of you. I just want to have a little bit of fun now. Thank you, Stella, for the follow. Thank you. With the Moon card being here and the Five of Cups, there's still a sense of sadness. And so it's been hard for you to move on. But with the Queen of Cups being here, you're aware that there's a grievance, or a feeling of a gentleness when you're letting something go, that you can't change the current or the pace of it. When it's meant to be let go, it's meant to be let go, right? So I think you're just trying to ride the current out. And I think you need to go out and have a little bit more fun. And with the Lovers card, I think the choices you're making right now are to, find a place where you can lay your head down with someone. Oh no, I'm kind of like, I feel like your desire is like, I don't want commitment right now, but I would like a really great cuddle buddy that I trust. That would be nice. With the Star card, yeah. Okay, that just popped out. Boop. The Lovers and the Star card is like, I just want someone emotionally vulnerable. Very expressive and open, and I don't know. I just get like a feeling of someone I can lay my head with. With the Knight of Cups, you're desiring someone here who's not perfect. Like, I don't need you to be perfect. I find that you got problems. Like, it's okay. Everyone's got problems. You even kind of like people with a little bit of like wounded bird energy, I'm hearing. Like, you can land on me. I can be a landing spot, you know? Okay, that sounds wrong. But like, kind of here, it's kind of saying that, like, I'm not looking for someone perfect, but I am looking for someone who can be vulnerable and feel like we're better together than alone. All right. I'm done with you guys. But I do see there's an emotional current that you're writing out. And you're looking for someone that is giving a little bit of fantasy. Yeah, it is. It's giving me a little fantasy. I think there's still someone that there's anger towards or hurt towards, and you were just so devoted, and it's just taking a long time to find your crown or find your inner strength to resist. But you have been, and you've been doing a good job of it. Yeah, I feel like some of you were married. And you're just so it's giving someone who's just very loyal. When they're committed, they're committed. And so I feel like you're inspired to find that person that you can be kind of obsessed with a little bit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lynette. I feel like you're calling this person in. Yeah, beginnings, a new beginning, a new direction. But you do need to let go of that past energy. I know that you were very loyal and committed, and could have been a lot of bitterness to broken promises. But I feel like there's someone here with the Queen and the Lovers and the Star card that is what you emotionally need and desire, and may not have, again, I don't think this person's perfect, but you don't want perfect. So that's what I'm seeing here for love. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Thank you, Stella, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Sag Gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this is your collective general part, and then we'll get into the love portion, okay? Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate it. I'm hearing hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Lynette. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. You're looking at something very pessimistic, Sagittarius. What's going on? What's going on here? Because you have this new world starting for you. You have something that you first became a thought, and then you attracted what you wanted. You got what you wanted, didn't you? I feel it's like you're getting something you want, but you're fearing having it. It's like you know you could have it, but instead you're just spending time alone and you're really focusing on your work. I feel that some of you really do want love and you're desiring it, you're calling it in for you. Okay, you see it, you know what you want. I feel like you know what you want. It's a lack of feeling like you can really go after it. It's giving self-sabotage. Five of Pentacles can be a self-sabotaging card because it's looking at all of what you don't have. I don't have the money, I don't have the job, I'm anxious, I just feel like I'm going to fail. And I'm going to lie and say I'm ready for this big opportunity and then let everyone else down or even let myself down. And it's why are you thinking like this, Sag? You need, yeah, you don't know why you're doing it either. You're really just trying to work through it. I don't even know if you're telling anybody about this because you're trying to work through it. With the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse, like I need to spend time alone and I need to focus on my work and I can't have any distractions. It's like I gotta get to this place. I gotta reach my goals. I've got goals to reach. I'm like getting the white rabbit energy from Alice in Wonderland. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. It's like you're not late. You're where you are. It also could be in love. There's somebody you want, but you just can't give them what they're desiring right now because you've got to focus on your work. And it's something you may want. You may want this life, but you don't believe you can have this life with this person or within this situation. And as much as you would love to create that life with this person or in general, again, you're needing to spend time alone. So I think you need to work a little bit more on putting your fears behind you and letting paranoia or doubt take over and just keep working at it. I feel like you've already seen some good things happen, but where are you putting your focus? Oh, time. Shit. Let's say 1:30-ish. I'm sorry. Thank you, Lita. Thank you for the TikToks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for following too. I appreciate that. Okay. There's a lot of opportunities within work and there will be a lot of success. So let love in. I feel like some of you are like, it's this or that, but it can't be both. But I see work working out. All right, let's get into love now. You might have recently gotten out of something, Sagittarius. It was too stressful. And I think you're ready for a new beginning within love. I feel like you're looking for a relationship here that's going to take time. It's not something that needs to be rushed. If you have to work, this person doesn't get upset and think you're doing things to hurt them when you really are just focusing on your career, your responsibilities. I do believe you just come out of something as well and decided that or you've had to change the relationship dynamic. You've thought a lot about investing into a relationship with someone, possibly someone you've broken up with or had an ending with. And you've been judging the situation. And I think you're just bored of previous situations that never worked out. And I feel like there's a part of you that just can't see it working out. It's like you've made a decision that I'm over it. It's perpetual endings of new beginnings, then endings, and then beginnings, then endings, and then beginnings. And I've thought about working it out, but I just can't see a way that we move forward. I just don't. And I've worked at it, and all we get is a dead end. So I feel like you're over it with someone. And you've reached a sense of clarity. But I think there's a sense of hurt with that you have to make that decision. So you could be dealing with an Aries here, or a Virgo, a Libra, an Aquarius, a Scorpio. So is there anything else in regards to love for Sagittarius? Yeah, you're having an awakening or an epiphany moment possibly within this connection. What about it? That you have to walk away because you just don't see it ever moving in the direction you need it to, because it's never moved in that direction. Like, life isn't shoulda, woulda, couldas. I don't want my life to be like that, right? I think you've thought about a second chance because you've had a lot of memories with this person. But actually, there's something even in your ego where maybe you're upset with the ways this person leaves the situation, or always leaves and doesn't make. You've thought about reconciling with this person, and I think there's always been a desire to reconcile with this person, but the fact that they walked out, or they went cold on you, or they got cold on you, like that really hurt you, like their coldness. I'm hearing this one part, like, how could you just walk away? And it felt like rejection. So I think it's that. It's like the feeling that they brought on to you is like there's a sense of your ego's attached to that. And you're like, hell no. Like you're not that. I don't put up with that. Like, there's a level to respect. Like, no. So I feel like there's just something like you push. Well, you push me out of sight, out of mind. Like, no. I think you want it, but out of your own boundaries for yourself and your own self-worth, you just can't. It's like my worth is attached to it. I don't like what you did to me or how you did it. It's disrespectful. This person could have brought up a feeling of abandonment in you that started with a family. This person may not be aware of your family dynamics or, what you've gone through in your life. I feel like this stems from family, but this person triggered a wound already. And so it's an absolute, like, no, I've had enough. No, like, that's it. I will never go through that again, or I'll never deal with what I saw this person go through, right? So it's like this person triggered something in you that you don't want to deal with. Okay. And there's an importance to that and an awareness that you value. Could be dealing with I think I said it already this time, but a Leo, a Libra, a Virgo. That's all I see here. Yeah, they're cold with it. I think you're dealing with maybe even an air sign here. Or just an air sign. Okay, moving on to Capricorn. I kind of want to put on headphones real quick. All right, Capricorn, it is your turn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll get into general, and then we'll go into romance. 11-11. Hey. Make a wish, Cappies. All right. All right, Capricorns. Let's go at 142. Hi, Aisha. I don't answer personal questions. All right. All right. There's a new opportunity coming, possibly in your finances here with the King of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like this is about your self-worth and needing to solidify choosing yourself and what matters to you in terms of your value. And so I think there's a new beginning, and it could be very abundant and something that provides a lot of security. Some of you guys are going to get a new home as well, or a new job, new home. You could be moving in with a partner for some of you, and this is changing your life because you've never done that before, right? Like you've never moved in with someone, or this is changing. This is a big turning point for you to make this decision. Or some of you guys are just, I'm getting a really big move. What is this? This could bring on something you've been desiring for a very long time, and this could make others upset because it's out of your own interest and not what makes everyone else happy. Because with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, there could be a separation here, or an upset because you're going to move. You are going to hurt someone. Not everyone can win in this. And the changes you're making, other people may not be happy with the decisions you're making, Capricorn. I'm on Capricorn. And so here with the Eight of Wands to the Chariot card, I see you moving fast. Like this could be a rapid change or a rapid decision to go after something because it's a career opportunity, or you want to go and live with someone or be with somebody, and it's asking you to decide, make a decisive decision. And it's life-changing because it's either you're actually moving, changing your home, or for work or for a lover. I think for different Capricorns it'll be one or the other or both. But I definitely see you moving residency. And if anything, it's just a decision to move, period. Move in the direction that ultimately will put you in a better circumstance, financially, mentally, physically. Like it's a great reading, but it doesn't mean you're not hurting people in the process. Like you have to keep reiterating that. You're letting go of a person in your life, or you're letting go of a lie, that you had to do something because this is what you're known for or you have to do. And you could be letting go of a core belief that was always a lie or never true. And so you have to let go to get into that new opportunity. You have to get down to the core of it. You got to let go of that person. They're no longer good for you. You may be holding on to someone and it's an anchor that's not allowing your ship to sail in the right direction. And you keep anchoring yourself when you really need to let this go. And you could be lying to yourself by saying, oh, well, it's them calling my energy. No, that's bullshit. You're just as attached as they are if you keep going and believing the lies you hear, right? Or you keep, going into the room to list, like, right? Like, let's say you're going into tarot and you keep listening about a person you no longer want to talk about or date. Then, okay, how come every time, if a reader brings something up, this person comes to mind? Well, is it them or is it you? Because why is the energy attached to you then? So I feel like you need to let go of a lie, whether it's familiar or with a partner, but there's a lie you need to let go of because you're just hurt about a person from a while ago. I feel like it's time to let it go. And intuitively, you know this. You know that it's holding you back. Someone also may be aware that you're lying, or you may be aware someone's lying to you. So keep that in mind as well. I don't like seeing a Three of Swords here. There may be communication about loss or a lie, and someone wants to open up about that. But I feel like surrender and release. It really is holding you back from, I'm hearing ascending. Or moving to your next stage. You have to make the choice. No one's going to make it for you, but there's a new beginning here if you want it. But you do have to let go of pains, betrayals, hurtful endings. Yep. Wow. Reflections in the mirror. What did I say? Is it the lie? You may be saying, oh, no, it's this person. No, it's not. It's a two-way street. It's both of you. You know what? We don't have to say it. We can just ignore it. It's not going to bother me. So I don't want to keep you, Debbie, from having to keep repeating things. You may be having to let go of a home. Sell the home, sell the attachment to it. If you can. I feel like you want to move. Like you physically need to move out of something. I don't know if it's an apartment, a house, whatever. I see you changing your home or your living situation. You no longer find, I don't know, you no longer feel like it fits you, or it's, I don't know, something about it. All right. Let's get into love for Capricorn. Tower card. You're releasing something that no longer excites you. It's a disappointment and you're withdrawn from it. I feel like with the Chariot card, you're focusing, and the Knight of Pentacles, you're focusing on yourself at this time. I feel that when you look at someone from your past, you just find them to be emotionally manipulative, as I said, I think the last time, and there's an imbalance in this connection. I'm hearing monopoly, like someone just wants as many as they can get, or seeing how much they can get out of somebody. And there's a new way of looking in how you invest into others moving forward. And so there's a look at that. I'm needing to look into that a little bit more. Also, you could be dating someone outside of what you used to date because you want someone that you feel is consistent. And so with the Knave of Wands, sometimes that's thinking outside of what you've known, or, looking at a different option than what you've had before, so that you can find someone a little bit more consistent or aligned with you and wanting to build in the same way. So, for instance, you go on to, a website that's for people who want to find a life partner but don't want to get married, or you date someone who has a fetish you like. I don't know, you guys, but it's like finding someone who belongs with what you're looking for, and trying to find like niche, maybe like a niche way of finding what you desire. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Pisces, Cancer. All right. Moving on to Aquarius. We can put Aquarius at, let's do 155.55. All right, Aquarius, what do we have going on for you? I'm hearing this one verse, Aquarius, where you want to be in, but you just can't win, so you stay in the light. And there's this feeling that with the Hermit card being here, where you just want to stay to yourself. And some people may say you're selfish or that you're detached here. But, in the Hermit card, he is carrying the lantern, which is the light. And I feel like that light is within you. And you don't feel, with the King of Swords here, which is Aquarius energy, feeling like that needs to be given to anybody. Or, it's like I've been generous with that and trying to give my light. And with the Moon card, it just feels like there's fears or illusions around how people see you or perceive you. And I think it's an inner wound, people may say, oh, you're aloof or you're detached or you're selfish, or, I just feel like I'm getting a lot of name calling, a lot of judgments on you. And you carry that weight of what other people perceive. You could have even been giving to others, where it's made you reflect a lot about how now you don't really want to give. And I think with that King of Wands, it's, people may think you're rude or all you care about is yourself or something like that. But I think you're reflecting on your vision and how you want to move forward and what you can give. And you've been thinking a lot about what you can give or how you give. And there is a lot of anxiety around giving to others because you don't feel it's appreciated or seen, right? It's that song, right? Like, you wanted in, but you couldn't win in previous situations. And I don't care if it's your family, your friend circles, your work situations. It could be any area of your life. I would look at where is Aquarius in what house. That's probably a defining area of what you've had to go through. Or, Aquarius, you are ruled by Saturn and Uranus, so you could look at those houses and see where this in particular shows up for you. But I feel like that feeling of, well, I just can't win, so I'm just going to hold back because I need to control my light. I need to contemplate who I want to give my time and energy to. And that's worth it to do that. And I think you're just looking at your direction and protective of yourself. And you feel this inner calling in you to look at your own fears and how maybe perpetual will hurt has shown up in your life because it affects different areas of your life. So, yeah, I think you're going through a very introspective time. I do feel this is a call to be what you want to be and not what other people want you to be. Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of that deck real quick. Page of Wands. Get inspired. You're going to have some fresh ideas come to you and it's not going to come all at once, but you will start finding solutions. So be patient with yourself. I am aware that for particularly Aquarius risings, but if you have a sun or moon in Aquarius, that it applies to you too, that I know that the Sagittarius moon will be in your 6th house of daily habits. So it's the little things you're doing to stay grounded and not let your fears or of the future get to you. And so there's a patience needed. And you focusing on those daily things that you can have control over, because you don't have control over necessarily those future outcomes, but you can by what you do daily to change your mental about it. Okay? So let's get into love. I'm getting an irritation, like a real I'm very irritated in your energy. I think there's a lot of ideas that you have for the future, and are people really annoying you, Aquarius? I feel like, I don't know if it's familiar, socially, relationship, but I'm just getting like an unsettled frustration of just wanting to be at a different part of your life or a different place than where you are now. And you've had glimpses or moments where you felt like things were changing, but it hasn't catapulted yet. And so I just get like there's a frustration brewing in you and you're trying to keep calm. Because I'm irritated. I just feel like it's a great time to get inspired. It's a great time to put, whether it's your frustration or put something creatively out there. Like, this is your time to creatively dream big. And I think some of you are frustrated because you want to dream big, but it's not showing up in a big way. So there's a feeling of doing something daily that you have joy for. There's somebody new coming in, Aquarius, into your life, King of Wands, Page of Swords, who's very attracted to you, wants to ask you more questions on how you look at relationships. I feel like you have someone coming in questioning you, a romantic partner questioning you, wanting to get to know you, understand your viewpoint, and see if you two share the same desires of what you want in a relationship here with the Lovers. So someone wants to know, do our values align? Do our personal beliefs align? And questioning that. With the Four of Cups being here, you're kind of withdrawn from it. So there's something here where you're not fully understanding why they're asking you this, or, you're trying to keep the tension of talking about things that are serious questions when we're not serious yet. Someone's seeing you as potential future, but you're saying, hey, why don't we just stay where we are right now? It's like, I don't want to talk too serious or something like that. Like, I don't want to overthink things or get stressed and, forcing to talk about things that are difficult or hard when we're like at step 1 here with the Ace of Swords and the Wheel. We don't need to talk about this so soon. So I get you kind of like interrupting someone and being like, let's not talk about it right now. With the Fool card here and the Justice card in reverse, you may just be on this new journey and kind of not seeing. With this Justice card in reverse, this could be you not taking accountability for the decisions you make. What is this in love? You don't put as much effort possibly here with the Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles. Like you're not putting in the same amount of effort, but you're asking for something, but you're not putting in the same effort. You know, it's like I want to reach a certain milestone, or I want to evaluate this, I want to take steps to build consistency. But how can someone know the steps without talking about what are those steps forward? So, you may be stressed out. I'm kind of wondering, Aquarius, if the reason why you don't want to talk about these things is because I don't want to talk about these things with you because, like, I'm trying to figure out myself, much less think about this relationship attached to it. So there could be something like that happening where I don't really want to talk about those things because I can't even figure it out within me to then do it for the both of us right now. But you don't want to tell somebody that, right? So, but again, like, how is someone supposed to move forward with you, Aquarius, if you're not if we're not seeing the steps need to take, but you want that person to show up and be consistent and do the work, but they don't even know what work they should be doing because are we going to have more in the future if you don't want to talk about anything future right now? So, yeah, you could be tricky in that way with this. Like, this person's not understanding what you're doing or what you're saying. So I think they're going to be questioning you a lot, and you could get stressed out and hasty. So be mindful of being a little bit more compassionate to this person. With the bottom of the deck and the moon and the Five of Cups, it's like you're fearing the ending before it's even started. So there could be something like that. Like you're always fearing an end or a sense of, like, you're looking at things very pessimistically right now when it comes to the relationship and almost trying to not take accountability for why it's getting stressful. If you are in a partnership, if you're not and you're single, I think it's just not your priority, to be honest. It's not where your head's at. I think you might be enjoying talking to someone and enjoying spending time with them, but it's not that serious, I'm hearing. So you could be dealing here with a Leo, an Aries, a Gemini, a Scorpio, a Libra, Sagittarius. I just don't know if love is your priority here. I feel like you're doing a lot of soul work. I feel like this is a lot about you. Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Leo, a Sagittarius, an Aquarius. I feel like I really want to shake this energy because I just feel annoyed. All right. That was Aquarius. We got rid of the board because I'm tired of doing the board and then seeing the bullshit around it. And I'm like, why am I doing a board when all I get is hate on the board? I'm like, you know what? Fuck the board then. We don't need the board. No one cares about it. No one wants it. So no board. Like, I thought it was helpful, but apparently it's a waste of time. So no board. All right, Pisces, let's get into you. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I don't know. I just got into Aquarius, and I'm... All right, Pisces. And let's see here. It's helpful. Well, we lost it. We're not getting the board back for a while. Okay, Pisces. I really like this energy. Well, it starts with you here in the Chariot position. So you are determined to change a circumstance in your life, and you've been communicating possibly. I'm getting love here, or career, could be both. But I see you actively pursuing a relationship and wanting to know if we're moving in the same direction here. Because with the Chariot card and the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords, you are getting intel or information about a person that you've been enjoying your time with here with the Queen of Pentacles. And you've been wondering if things are going to change with the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like you're committed to changing because you want a sense of security and a knowing. And so I feel like you're going after this. This could be even career. Like you are dedicated to your job and focusing on your work. And there could even be a new opportunity or a raise involved in work as well. And I see that happening for you here. And this is happening because you've put your desire, your full energy into this, like your will. Like you moved yourself in this direction. You took the time to, whether, I don't care if it's work, it's like you put in the effort on that project, you put in the effort on getting the answers and deciding and getting to know someone and putting your energy in and being consistent, and that made this person want to date you seriously. Like I'm getting like you're either dating seriously or you want to start dating someone more seriously and be committed, or you are getting a raise or a promotion, or there's money coming in, but it's because you were looking for it. Like you put your energy into it. You didn't get it out of luck. No. You also could be getting a new home, possibly. If it's not a career, it's a new home, or maybe you're adding something new to your home, okay? But I feel like it's okay because you're getting more money because you're developing something new. Like there's a new avenue for making money for you. Let's get into love now. So yeah, I've seen like something good is coming in, like a very rewarding. But again, you're very focused to put your time and effort in. It's not out of just luck. I keep getting that. It's not because of luck that you got that. Okay, so let's see what's happening in love for Pisces. Thank you, Debbie. Wow, King of Wands is my card of the night, I guess. I feel like you've been overthinking a situation. And yeah, with the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords, this is giving you keep thinking about love or giving your love to someone. And this could be more of a romantic fantasy that you keep having, or there's someone here you're fantasizing about repeatedly, Pisces, and it's driving you crazy, possibly. With the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords, that's feeling like you can't stop thinking about someone romantically. And with the Five of Wands, there could even be a feeling of, well, do you want me? Like, do you want to be with me? Because I want to be with you, but I don't know if you want to be with me. So, like, there's a feeling of, like, the attraction, or there's a feeling of, okay, do you want me? Like, I want you to want me, Cheap Trick, Um, do you? Like, I'm not sure. And you might be feeling, like, intimidated, or feeling, maybe even feeling like this person's being sought out after by another person, and that's driving you a little crazy. To know that someone else wants your person. Like, I don't like that. Like, even if it's just a crush, like, I don't like knowing someone else is crushing on my person. Okay, or whatever it is. Here with the King of Cups, you're trying to keep it calm, keep it cool, and intuitively know that, this person has chosen you with the Queen of Swords and the Lovers, and you're trying to remain calm about that. Like, okay, well, this person's with me, they chose me, don't freak out. But then with the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, it's like, but you're holding on to, like, some hurt, or you're holding on to some disappointments that you need to release. And so with the King of Pentacles, it's like you want security, and, like, I think you might want to know if this person is choosing you, and you're like, you need to decide, like, is it me, or are you, like, going to be single? Because I'm not okay with you exploring other options. Like, you're going to be very decisive in telling someone what you will and will not put up with, and I feel like you're putting your foot down and being like, I'm not putting up with that. Because with the King of Pentacles being here, it's giving someone who wants to trust their partner, someone who wants to, find a sense of security with their partner, and not worried with the Three of Swords if they're stepping out or gonna hurt them. Like, I don't want that possibility. I think you're trying to remain calm with the King of Cups. Like, you're trying to be understanding and see what's really going on, and you're holding back. You're trying to play it cool and pretend like it doesn't bother you, or it's like, okay, yeah, sure, like, you can explore other options, like, but you're not okay with it. You're not. Um, with the Page of Pentacles, it's kind of giving this feeling like, I want to trust you, and I need to start thinking of ways that I can build on this relationship. So you might just be thinking of what can you do to build on this relationship, to, how do I get trust from them without blatantly pulling out my fears. So you're doing something intuitive. God, Pisces, when I tap into you guys do the most strange things to me that I would never think about. So I always say I'm going to Pisces world, because I'm always tapping into an energy that I'm like, I would never think of doing this, right? You do things to trick people into getting your way, but it's all like from an ease, laid back approach, hands off approach. But you've actually been very hands on, because you've been idealizing a version of how you want it to go. So you, like, have people bend to your will, which is why you show up as the magician. Um, and so, yeah, like, I'm getting something like that, where you want someone to bend to your will, but you don't want to do it in a way where you're, like, outright telling them your fears of, like, well, I don't want you talking to other people. No, because that shows a sign of weakness, of jealousy. I'm not jealous. So you're not going to portray a sign of jealousy, but you need to find a way of, how do I make sure I feel secure in this without saying, like, without pushing my insecurities out there. So, like, you're doing something in a certain type of way to get the outcome you want. So that's why you have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, because, like, okay, let me think of different ideas of how I can feel trust without saying I'm showing up as an insecure person, because I'm not going to show up that way. So let me find ways of building trust with this person, and feeling more secure in it. Or some of you might be too soon to. I feel like you want romance, but and there's a fantasy going on in your mind where you want more love in this connection, but you don't want to make this person feel insecure or hurt this person either. So you might be, even if it's not that, maybe you're trying to find new ways of building intimacy within the relationship. It's like you're doing something in a way so it's not like this person can catch on to it going your way or the way you need things to go to get what you want. Anyway, that's what I'm getting for you. Y'all are funny. Pisces are one of my most fun signs. I really enjoy reading for Pisces. They just think of things that I would never think about, but I always think about when I'm in your energy. I think you really like this person, or you love this person, but you're also possessive in a way, like I want what's mine, and I need to feel more secure in this connection. Something about that. I need to feel more secure in this connection. So you're trying to find ways of how, like maybe in the past when you've dealt with other people, how you got them to emotionally open up to you. Like you're trying to find ways to have this person be a little bit more emotionally open, a little bit more, not so rigid. I need you to loosen up to me a little bit more. There's definitely something you're wanting out of this person. What do you want? Oh, you're a Pisces. Hi, Josie. Oh, you only want them, but you want them devoted to you. You want them attached to you. You don't want it the other way around. Yeah, I want to feel secure. I want to feel, I want to make sure that the feeling's mutual. Like, I want you to desire me in the way I desire you. Yeah, I want you to want me. I keep hearing that song by Cheap Trick in my mind. So you're trying to find like some exciting ways to maybe make the relationship interesting, to maybe even get this person back, but you're cautious or you're afraid of. I know, I think you're letting fear kind of take over you here, but I feel like you're going to get what you want, so go for it. Because you have the Chariot, the Hierophant, the Magician. I feel like you're going to get what you want. So this is green light, go. Have a good time with this person and reflect. I feel like you have to show you're attached, or like you're trying to think too hard. You're trying to do too much. When really this person, if they're really yours, then they will reflect back to you what you give. So give. And they should mirror you. If they're not mirroring you, they're not your person. But I think you're afraid or you're apprehensive about going towards them and making your move. But with the King of Wands being here, and then at the bottom, like that that Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, I feel like there will be an opportunity here for you, okay? An exciting opportunity that leads to a sense of security. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will come back on Sunday. Signs I'm seeing here: Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, strong earth energy. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.